Where is Bitcoin headed? What's up, guys? Crypto Savvy here. Stick around. We're going to get into the charts.
1, 2, 3, jump!
What's up, guys? Looking at the daily chart for Bitcoin. All right, before I get started, as always, I want to start out by saying I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. Anyone that is doing any investing or trading in the market, I suggest you do your own due diligence and your own research, as this market can be very volatile at times. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Looking at this, excuse me, looking at this falling wedge or descending wedge, whatever you want to call it. Let's start out by getting into the daily RSI. If you watched my video this morning, in the last few days, you know I've been talking about this. This is the ascending broadening wedge I was watching and was telling you to watch this line, and if we broke down, we would have a sell-off, and that's what happened. Now we're looking like we could possibly go up and retest this, and if we break through, get back in, and could be, you know, a nice move up. But we could get rejected here also and fall back out. I really like the RSI, and I suggest if you guys are just watching videos and trying to trade off it with people's videos, I don't advise that at all. I do advise you to get on TradingView or something and get some charts and start learning these trend lines and your RSIs and whatever indicators you want to use. I don't use all the indicators, you know. I use some EMAs, I use some Elliott wave theory, Fibonacci's, and a little bit of MACD, and mostly support resistance lines and things like that. But I don't use all of them, you know, all the other indicators a bunch of people use. It just seems like too much, and I've seen people trade without indicators and do very well. Everybody's got their own style. I like to keep it pretty simple. But anyways, back into this. I'm going to go into the 4 hour now. If you remember a while back, we've been watching this channel here in the 4 hour RSI, and you know, I thought we were making higher lows and that we were going to continue up, maybe touch this, but I did say to watch this bottom line, and if we drop through, you know, we'd have a sell-off, and that's exactly what happened. But if you notice, it looks like we popped back up in here. We could continue up, maybe come down, test this for support and go back up, or break through. And that's, you know, the reason I said you guys should really be charting and learning how to draw these lines and give you things to watch in the market to kind of see what's going on. All right, with that being said, let's get back into the daily and kind of look at where we're at here. Let's see. Zoom in a little bit, and here we go. All right, well, we had a nice little move up today, and this looks like it may close a daily candle as a bullish engulfing candle, and that is the candle. If you see the red candle next to it, yesterday's candle, and today's, the body engulfs the whole yesterday's candle, which would make it a bullish engulfing candle. That is a lot of times a sign of a reversal, and obviously we've had a little downtrend here. So if you watched my video this morning, I think I looked at it in the 4 hour, and I drew a triangle. You guys, if you watched me this morning, you might remember this. Excuse me. Right here, I drew the triangle, and that, when I explained it this morning, I said if we drop down, you know, this, let's look at this bigger triangle formation here, which is, let me get it where you guys can see it. Sorry about this. I'm going to try to make this video quick and to the point, but see this triangle here with the two yellow lines that we've been staying inside. Well, it looks like we found support at the bottom of it when we broke out of this smaller triangle. And I explained in my video this morning, a lot of times these are like a fake out. It'll break out to the downside and then break back on up through. And that's exactly what it did. And sometimes it'll break out, go sideways, and then back up. But I did explain this. If you watched my video earlier this morning, if you didn't, I suggest you check it out just to get a different idea. on how I come up with my ideas. But anyways, this is still looking pretty bullish to me. As you can see, my 8 and my 13 EMAs are crossed right here. If I zoom in a little bit, you can see it. That's kind of bullish for me, although they could turn and come back down. But it looks like we've found support now on the 3640, 3644 area right here. And that's a pretty strong support, I think. As you can see, we bounced off it over here. A little bit of it over here, right here. It was resistance back here. And I think we have at least another good move up to maybe $3,800 range, somewhere in there. And a measured move off that, you know, we can measure this triangle. Even though it broke down and broke back up, we can still use this for a measured move up and from where we broke out. And you can see that's right around the 3750 range, which is resistance over here, or support over here, which it would become resistance. But I honestly don't think that we're going to stop there. I think we're going to see a bigger move up. And I think if we, let's see, if we measure this here as a flagpole, right there, say we break out up here, you know, that's going to bring us around this 200 EMA in the 4 hour right there. And that's going to be around the 3850 range. And that's where I see us going back to, right around that range. As you can see, we had some resistance here and back over here around that range. I think that's going to be, you know, we'll definitely be getting some resistance there if we don't continue up from there to retest the top of this larger triangle. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at with this. I think we're gonna stay above this, but again, like I said, to draw your own trend lines and really watch this 3640 area. If we drop back down in here, you know, then we have our next support at 3480. But I don't think we have anything to worry about as of right now dropping down in there, but you should still always watch these support lines and see if we break through them. But if you haven't already, I ask if you would please subscribe to the channel. There's a subscribe button in the lower right hand corner right next to my shoulder, and click the thumbs up if you like the content, and share it if you belong to any Facebook groups, any Reddit groups, anything like that. Just try to help me out, trying to build the channel here, trying to give you guys good content the best I can. If you have any suggestions, any comments, please leave them. I also do Litecoin updates. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to one today, but basically Litecoin and Bitcoin go hand in hand. So I definitely wanted to get this out there. And just, you know, this also, I pointed this out this morning. If you look here, it kind of looks like the same move. We had a big drop, moved a little sideways, kind of choppy, went down, did like a BART pattern back up. And it looks like what we've done here. And if it does the same as this, I believe we would get one more leg up and then maybe come back down, test this support again, and then continue up and back up into this area. But as of right now, I don't think that we're gonna drop below this 3640 range, 3645 range for a while. But again, just keep an eye on these support and resistances, and I appreciate you guys watching. And like I said, leave comments. You know, I do anything I can to help anyone out. If you have any questions or suggestions, things that I should do to help out the channel. I know in the beginning my audio was messed up. The guy suggested I do something about the audio. I went and got a mic, and then I kind of made the background stuff a little different and just kind of playing around with it. And I'm willing to do whatever to try to make the channel better for viewing for you guys. And that's about it. I appreciate you coming around and checking out the video. I will see you tomorrow.